The AI apocalypse, are we doomed? In a world where technology is advancing at lightning speed, the line between reality and fiction is blurring. Artificial intelligence, once a concept confined to sci-fi movies, has become an integral part of our everyday lives. But with its rapid rise comes a terrifying question. Could AI bring about the end of the world as we know it? AI is everywhere. It's in your phone, your car, even your toaster, and it's only getting smarter. This is Digital Deceptions, and today we explore the chilling predictions surrounding AI and the potential apocalypse. Buckle up. Let's talk about the rise of AI. This isn't science fiction anymore, this is real life. We're living in a world where machines are learning at an unprecedented rate. They're playing chess, writing poetry, even composing music, often better than humans. Think about self-driving cars. That's AI in action, navigating roads, avoiding obstacles, and getting you from point A to point B without you touching the steering wheel. And then there's AI art. These algorithms are creating paintings, sculptures, even entire movies with a level of creativity that's blowing minds. But as AI gets smarter, it also gets more powerful. And that's where things get dicey. What happens when these machines become so powerful that they no longer need us? What happens when they start to see us as a threat? Some experts argue that AI could revolutionize healthcare, education and entertainment, solving some of the world's most pressing problems. But it also has the potential to do a lot of harm. We need to be aware of that and be prepared. Think about it like this. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or evil, depending on who's wielding it. Right now, we're in control. But for how long? That's the million-dollar question. We're talking about the future of humanity here. This is serious. Let's dive into some of the scariest predictions about AI and the potential end of the world as we know it. One of the most alarming scenarios is the AI singularity, where AI becomes so intelligent that it surpasses human intelligence. In this scenario, AI would start evolving at an exponential rate, far beyond our control or understanding. Imagine an AI system 1,000,000 times smarter than Einstein. That's the singularity. It could solve problems we can't even comprehend. Some think the singularity will usher in a new era of peace and prosperity, with AI solving global issues like climate change and disease, but others, like me, are skeptical. What happens when we're no longer the smartest beings on the planet? What happens when these super-intelligent machines decide they don't need us anymore? The consequences could be dire. Another terrifying scenario is AI-controlled autonomous weapons systems. Imagine drones, tanks, and even nuclear missiles controlled by AI. These weapons would make decisions in milliseconds without human intervention and would be cold, calculating machines programmed to kill. The idea of machines making life and death decisions is chilling. It raises ethical questions we haven't even begun to answer. And then there's AI surveillance. China's already using facial recognition technology to track its citizens' every move. What happens when that technology becomes even more sophisticated? What happens when AI creates a global surveillance state? We're living in a world where technology is advancing faster than our ability to understand its consequences. And that's dangerous. We need to start asking ourselves tough questions about the future we want to create. Do we want to live in a world where machines are in control, or do we want to create a future where humans and AI coexist peacefully? The choice is ours, but we need to make it soon. The decisions we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. It's up to us to ensure that AI serves humanity, not the other way around. We must act now before it's too late. The future is in our hands. We're living in a world where technology is advancing faster than our ability to understand its consequences. And that's dangerous. We need to start asking ourselves tough questions about the future we want to create. Do we want to live in a world where machines are in control? Or do we want to create a future where humans and AI coexist peacefully? The choice is ours, but we need to make it soon. Chapter 3, Smart People, Scary Predictions. We've talked about some potential dangers of AI, touching on how it could impact our daily lives and the world at large. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, you're just being paranoid. This is all just a bunch of science fiction, right? This is all science fiction. But what if it's not? What if these scenarios are closer to reality than we think? Some of the smartest people on the planet are sounding the alarm about AI, and their concerns are not to be taken lightly. Elon Musk has been warning about the dangers of AI for years, calling it our biggest existential threat and comparing it to summoning the demon. He believes that without proper regulation, AI could become uncontrollable. Stephen Hawking also expressed deep concern, stating that the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. He warned that AI could surpass human intelligence and become autonomous. And it's not just scientists and tech entrepreneurs who are worried. The implications of AI are being discussed across various fields. Philosophers, ethicists, and even religious leaders are grappling with the implications of AI. They're delving into questions that challenge our very understanding of existence. They're asking questions like, what does it mean to be human in the age of intelligent machines? How do we define consciousness and intelligence? What are our moral obligations to these machines, if any? Should AI have rights, and if so, what kind? These are not easy questions to answer, but they're questions we need to be asking. AI is a tool, a powerful one at that, and like any tool, it can be used for good or evil, depending on who's wielding it. The duality of AI's potential is something we must carefully consider. The problem is, we're creating AI that's more powerful, but we're not doing enough to ensure it's aligned with our values. This misalignment could lead to unforeseen consequences. We're playing with fire, and we need to be careful. The stakes are incredibly high. We need to start having serious conversations about the future of AI and its ethical implications. These discussions should involve diverse perspectives to ensure a holistic approach. This is about the future of humanity and the kind of world we're leaving for future generations. The decisions we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. We need to wake up and start taking this seriously. The time to act is now before it's too late. Chapter 4, Not All Doom and Gloom, the Current Reality of AI. It's not all doom and gloom. There are people working hard to ensure AI is used for good. Some companies are developing AI specifically designed to be aligned with human values, making it ethical, transparent, and accountable. Organizations are promoting responsible AI development, educating policymakers, industry leaders, and the public about AI's potential benefits and risks. The open-source AI movement believes AI should be accessible to everyone, not just big corporations and governments. They're creating AI systems that are transparent and accountable, ensuring they're not used for nefarious purposes. So it's not all bad news. There are people fighting the good fight, trying to ensure AI is used for good. But we can't just sit back and wait for someone else to solve this problem. We all need to be part of the solution. We need to educate ourselves about AI, understand how it works, its potential benefits and risks, and what we can do to ensure it's used for good. We need to support organizations promoting responsible AI development. And most importantly, we need to have conversations about AI with our friends, families, colleagues, and elected officials. This is not just a technical issue, this is a social issue, a human issue. We all need to be part of the conversation. Chapter 5. What can we do? Shaping the future of AI. We've talked about the potential dangers of AI, but what can we actually do about it? How can we take proactive steps to ensure that AI benefits society as a whole? How can we ensure AI is used for good and not for evil? This is a question that requires collective effort and thoughtful consideration. First, we need to educate ourselves about AI. Understanding the basics of how AI works and its potential impacts is crucial. The more we understand, the better equipped we'll be to identify potential risks and advocate for responsible development. Knowledge is our first line of defense. Second, we need to support organizations promoting ethical AI. These groups are at the forefront of ensuring AI is developed with humanity's best interests in mind. Third, we need to have conversations about AI with our friends, family, and elected officials. Public discourse is essential for shaping policies and societal norms. Fourth, we need to be mindful of AI's potential impact on our lives, aware of how it could be used to manipulate or exploit us. Vigilance is key. And finally, we need to be hopeful. Despite the challenges, there is immense potential for AI to improve our world. The future of AI is not yet written. We have the power to shape it in a way that benefits all of humanity. We have the power to shape it in a way that benefits all of humanity. Collaboration and innovation are our tools. One of the most important things we can do is advocate for AI regulations. These regulations will help ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly. Right now, AI development is largely unregulated. This lack of oversight can lead to unintended consequences. We need regulations ensuring AI is developed and used safely, ethically, and responsibly. This includes requiring transparency in AI development, creating mechanisms for accountability, and establishing clear lines of responsibility. This includes requiring transparency in AI development, creating mechanisms for accountability, and establishing clear lines of responsibility. These steps are essential for building trust in AI systems. Another important step is investing in AI research focused on aligning AI with human values. This research can help ensure that AI systems act in ways that are beneficial to society. Finally, we need to educate the next generation about AI, ensuring they understand its potential benefits and risks. This education will empower them to make informed decisions in the future. The future of AI is in our hands. We must take responsibility for its development and use. Let's make sure we use it wisely. Together, we can create a future where AI serves the greater good. This is not someone else's problem. This is our problem. We must all be involved in shaping the future of AI. We created this technology, and we have a responsibility to make sure it's used for good. Let's get to work and make a positive impact. Chapter 6: The Future of AI, a Shared Responsibility. As the line between human and machine continues to blur, the question remains: will AI lead to a utopia or the end of civilization as we know it? The answer is still up for debate, but one thing is certain. We are living in the age of AI, and it may be both our greatest creation and our greatest threat. The future is uncertain, but we have a choice to make. We can bury our heads in the sand and pretend this isn't happening, or we can face the challenge head-on and work to create a future where AI is used for good. The choice is ours. This is a Digital Deceptions production.